think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Welcome everyone to Earth Changes News for April 14th, 2011. Here I have a story I found that I think people will find interesting, so I decided to report on it. It says monsoons spinning the Earth's plates, study finds. And this is by the Australian National University. It goes on to say scientists have for the first time shown a link between intensifying climate events and tectonic plate movement in findings that could provide a valuable insight into why huge tremors occur. A new study from the Australian National University has for the first time confirmed that long-term climate change has the potential to spin the Earth's tectonic plates. Dr. Giampiro from ANU Research School of Earth Science and colleagues in France and Germany have established a link between the motion of the Indian plate over the past 10 million years and a specific climate change event over the same period, the intensification of the Indian monsoon. And he said that the monsoon, which increased rainfall in northeast Indian by 4 meters annually, sped up motion in the Indian plate by almost 1 centimeter per year, which could be the reason why we're having so many quakes now. As everyone knows. The 100-kilometer thick outer shell of the Earth, the lithosphere, is divided into pieces called tectonic plates. Plates move in different directions at speeds in the order of centimeters per year, comparable to the speed of fingernail growth in humans. It says the significance of the findings lies in recognizing for the first time that long-term climate changes have the potential to act as a force and influence the motion of tectonic plates. It is known that certain geological events cause plate motions. For example, the drift of continents, the closure of ocean basins, and the building of large mountain belts have the ability to influence climate pattern over a period of 1 million years. Now we know that the opposite holds as well. Long-term climate change, or the natural changes in climate patterns over millions of years, can modify the motion of plates in a feedback mechanism. See, I think they're talking like over a long extended period, but there are scientists that believe that there's also sudden changes that take place. It says when forces moving plates along their boundaries reach certain thresholds, earthquakes occur and energy is released. This happens cyclically, typically every several hundred years in the case of large earthquakes. However, it appears that the seismic potential of plate boundaries, which is an indication of how prone these are to large quakes, depends, among other factors, also on how strong or weak these forces have been in the past. In other words, it depends also on the history of plates over millions of years. And then it just goes on to say, this new knowledge shall be used to analyze the past behavior of plates in the Earth's crust. Ultimately, we aim at understanding what caused plate motions and change, and which regions are currently more prone to large earthquakes. In that end, we may also have to consider the history of climate over the past 1 million years. So they're looking into, more or less what causes these earthquakes, and I think they're making this study, in my opinion, because they realize what's going on around the planet. Like everyone else is realizing that quakes are rapidly picking up in not just intensity, but in frequency. So that's the one news article I really wanted to get to, guys. Let me see if there's anything else before I go. I don't think there's anything else. Alien Worlds, Herschel. No, they're just talking about the 6.1. And there's more signs of fuel damage rod. The fuel rod damage at the nuke plant. I think I whatchamacallit, I tweeted that. But I'll just read that one little article for you guys while I'm here. It says, more signs of fuel rod damage at Japan nuke plant. Water in the spent fuel storage pool at number 4 reactor at Japan's crippled Fukushima nuclear plant has risen to about 194 degrees in one sign that spent fuel rods may be damaged, according to a report in the NHK. I just want to say I just saw a video with Michio Kaku talking about Tokyo, and right now there are people evacuating Tokyo, you know, just on their own. They're just leaving because they think the government is lying to them, which they probably are. And the 50-mile exclusion zone may not be big enough. You know, I know if I lived in Tokyo, I wouldn't be living there. But the people in Tokyo will probably get sick also over a period of months, weeks, and years. It says engineers moved a step closer to emptying the high radioactive water from one of the 6 crippled reactors, which allow them to start repairing a cooling system crucial to regaining control of the plant. They, what Michio Kaku said, it's going to take about a decade or more to actually get this thing under control, meaning totally put it under cement like they did Chernobyl. So it's going to take about a decade before this thing is totally encased in a tomb of cement and sand. So yeah, eventually it'll be put under control, but how many people's lives will be affected and how many people will die in the process. So those are the 2 stories I really wanted to get to, guys. And if I see anything else, I'll keep you updated. This has been Earth Changes News for April 14th, 2011.